Today it's Marla. It is about 7:35 in the morning, and I was gonna walk this morning, but it looks again like another Seattle day outside in Florida. It looks very overcast, like it's about to rain, so I think I may not brave the weather right now. Unfortunately, I have fibromyalgia, so if I get caught in the rain, I can't run home. It's just kind of like a geriatric walk home. But I thought I would do a quick review of a couple of the products I bought from the Salma Hayek line. I got this at my local CVS. It is the Nuanced by Salma Hayek. I'm not going to go into detail about this line or why she created it or all that, blah, blah, blah. You can find all that stuff on the internet. I don't need to tell you guys that. You're smart enough to kind of just Google that and find out all about it. But I'm just going to tell you my perceptions after I've tried these. I tried the Nuanced Rosehip Moisturizing Body Lotion. This has aloe vera in it and Irish moss extracts, whatever that is. It is a sheer formula. It's supposed to absorb very quickly and just keep your skin nice and soft. It doesn't contain any parabens, but I do see alcohol listed kind of as one of the top ingredients. However, I really like this. I was looking for a cream to kind of be able to slather all over my body that didn't contain parabens. I was using my Cerave Moisturizing Cream. This cream is great, but it contains parabens. So the idea of slathering this all over my body just was driving me crazy. It's a great cream. I would put it on my face sometimes when I use my Retin-A, but to use it every day, all over my body, I just can't do it because of the parabens. So I was looking for a moisturizing cream that wasn't too thick and heavy, that smelled great, that I liked the smell. And I wanted to try this, and I really like this. Now, if you don't like the smell of roses, you're not gonna like this. This is like kind of Grammy's rose-smelling cream that you used to smell when you're a little kid. That's what it reminds me of, like grandmothers used to have this kind of rose-smelling old-time cream. But I like the smell of roses, so for me, this works out really well. I put it on after I take a shower. I put it on my arms and my hands during the day. It doesn't feel sticky, absorbs quickly into my skin, and it does moisturize my skin. I really do love this. Now, if you compare this to, for example, a cream like CeraVe, which I consider, when it comes to moisturizing, to be one of the best moisturizing creams, except for the paraben part of it, when you pump this out, this is pretty much the consistency of the Salma Hayek cream. But then I'm going to compare that to my CeraVe moisturizing cream. And you can kind of see the difference. This is the CeraVe moisturizing cream. You can see how thick it is. And the Salma Hayek cream is a little bit sheerer, a little bit thinner consistency on the bottom of the palm of my hand. I just really like this. Again, no parabens in it. It does a good job of moisturizing my skin. Smells great because I love roses. So I gave it a thumbs up for my perceptions. Now on to the Nuanced Salma Hayek AM/PM Anti-Aging Super Cream. It is tough for me to give a my perceptions review of anti-aging creams for the face because I am addicted to my Tarte Maracuja oil, and I also use my fresh rose gel. The Tarte Maracuja oil has really made a huge difference in my skin. It may not work for everybody, but for me, that serum, that oil has really just made a huge difference in my skin. If you look back at some of my old videos, I did a review on it. But I've been using that for over 2 years, and I really don't think I'm going to find anything to replace it, at least in the near future. But I thought, I got this in CVS. It was fairly cheap, and I thought, well, let me give it a try anyway. But for me, I wouldn't repurchase this. The container, the box, this is kind of reminds me of, I think there's like those little Russian dolls, or are they Czechoslovakian dolls? I can't remember. I think they're Russian dolls. Remember how you'd have the big doll and you'd lift that off and there'd be like another little smaller doll inside, and you lift that off and there was another smaller doll inside of that? That's what this reminded me of. You got a big box, and I opened this big box and there's a little tiny cream in there, a little baby cream. And you open it up, and this is the size of the cream inside this container. And I'm sorry, but I've used it, and I have hardly, I mean, I've used this probably only a couple times, maybe about 2 weeks worth, and it's like almost all gone. And I was using it very sparingly. So for me, I wouldn't purchase this. And I didn't, again, it's going to be tough for any cream to kind of compare to the serum I use on my face. So I wouldn't repurchase this for my own personal perceptions. I would not repurchase this, and definitely was not impressed by the size of this container when I opened the box and got it out. So I just, again, I'm not, it says it's an anti-aging cream, but it reminds me of all the other cheap creams I've ever gotten from the drugstore. So not something that would be on top of my list. And finally, the last 2 products I purchased from the line were the Nuanced Raw Honey. I got the Color Protect shampoo, and I purchased the Color Protect conditioner. Now, I have gray hair, and I actually have very dark black hair. However, as you can see, I just recently highlighted my hair, so now it's kind of an auburnish red shade. So I definitely have color in my hair, and I have to be super careful about sulfates. I really like to use shampoos that are sulfate free. And even though this says Color Protect on it, this shampoo has sulfate in it. So I don't know. I tried it on my hair. You know how sometimes you use shampoos on your hair, sometimes they really click and it just feels like your hair's clean and your hair has body. And then sometimes you use shampoo and conditioner on your hair and it's just like somebody would just put grease all over your hair and weight it down. Unfortunately, that's the way this made my hair. Now, these got great reviews, so obviously there are people out there that this worked well for. It's just for me, I like my hair to have more body, more of almost a shiny but kind of drier consistency to it so I can get it to do what I want it to do. This just made my hair kind of almost silky and weighed down. It reminded me of when I used to use the Wen shampoos. I'm not a Wen fan. But I guess also I'm a fan of lather in my hair, and I don't care if people tell me lather is not good for my hair. I have to have lather in my hair. That's the one enjoyment I get out of the shower, is lathering my hair up. So I have to have lather in my hair out of my shampoo. But again, I have really majorly color treated hair, and I really prefer to have hair products that are paraben free, sulfate free, and phthalate free, but definitely sulfate free. So this contains sulfate, so I'm not sure why it says Color Protect. But anyway, these do smell really good. It's almost hard. I mean, it's hard for me to describe the scent. There's hardly any scent there, but it is a very, very pleasant scent. I mean, really nice. And again, other people gave these 2 products really good reviews. It's just for me, they didn't work. So I would not repurchase these 2 products either. So out of the entire group of products that I purchased, the only thing I would repurchase would be the moisturizing body lotion. And I probably wouldn't, I don't feel kind of an urge to try anything else out of her line. It wasn't like I was totally unimpressed, but I wasn't blown away kind of impressed. And I have so many other products that I like so much better. So that was kind of my perceptions. That was kind of my perceptions of the Salma Hayek products that I purchased. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. Bye-bye from Marla.